Why dating apps suck and are just places for people with attachment issues together. Dating apps are not designed for you to find someone. They rather want you to get addicted to the app, so the company will earn money. That's why they have several flaws, and I will explain one of them. Although there are all kinds of people who use dating apps, it is especially common for those with attachment issues, and I'll explain why. Those with an anxious attachment style almost desperately crave some sort of human connection and validation, and therefore they often use dating apps to satisfy that need for attention. But you usually find yourself disappointed when you realize that most people they encounter in these apps don't care about them at all. People with an avoidant attachment style, on the other hand, are scared of intimacy, and therefore might withdraw when people get close to them. For them, dating apps are perfect because they can avoid getting too close to people, as well as forming an actual relationship, while still getting the validation and attention that they need. The problem is that those two often end up dating each other. The anxious person has a very low sense of self-worth and seek out people who confirms that what they feel about themselves is true. Because to them, that feels safe and familiar. They know what to expect from that kind of relationship, even though it will eventually make their anxiety worse. Avoidants seek out anxious people because they know that they will not have to do anything to make that person stay with them, and therefore can get validated without having to do much for the other person or feeling stuck in commitment. This is problematic because many people mistake this kind of dynamic as having a strong connection with someone and might even seek out unhealthy relationships on purpose just to experience this butterflies in the stomach feeling. In reality, the anxious person should find someone who is secure and reassuring, and the avoidant should find someone who will be willing to give them space and not pressure them for commitment. Otherwise, the avoidant person usually ends up feeling overwhelmed and leaves their anxious partner abruptly. So, what can be done about this issue? We could instead create a dating app that is more focused on finding people who are suitable for your needs with similar values and compatible future plans. My idea is that you would have to answer a couple of questions and be offered different tests to find out more about yourself and what you're looking for in a relationship. An example of such a question could be, how do you handle negative emotions? Do you prefer to talk to other people about them, or do you usually keep them to yourself? The app would then request people who have given similar answers to you, and you can start having conversations with them. Although I do not think this will be an instant solution, I think we can all at least benefit from keeping these things in mind when looking for a potential partner. Being confident with what you need from a relationship will make it much easier to set boundaries and find someone who's willing to listen to you and help you grow as a person.